And it's your power that claims the day. You've shown your loving to me today. Oh yeah, I want your loving every day, yeah. Take me on your special trip, which drives the doubt away. You are my captain.
Boom, boom. Boom. Okay.
Hey.
Hey. I ended that early because it started late.
Well, YouTube said that there were maybe some data issues, but...
You know what? I had you muted. You're not muted now.
Alright, YouTube said there might be some data issues, but we said, screw it, we'll go ahead and
Right.
start streaming.
Right. Okay. Let me. In fact, you know what? I didn't adjust your. Give me a 1-2 count, Frank.
Oh, 1 2 1 2 1 2. This is KG5AHJ.
There
What's
we go.
going on in the YouTube world?
Hello. Yes. So YouTube kept telling me my stream was bad. It was seeing it, and I click go, but it said your stream's bad. But it seems to be working.
We rebooted the router. Did
Yeah.
speed test.
Yeah. Speed test was good. Everything was good, but
was good.
YouTube said my stream was bad. I don't know why. It was strange. Okay, you guys let me know how the audio sounds.
I do sound a little quiet still.
You're hearing yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Try now.
Hey, we still got to wait 40 seconds.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Do you like my green tinge of the hair today?
Yeah. Well, it's black behind you, though.
I know.
On the screen, so good deal. Okay. Let me do this. So welcome to the live stream. It says 11 waiting on the screen
Still
there.
a little quiet on me there.
Okay. I wonder if anybody can actually see us.
I'm seeing you.
Okay. All right. Good. So yeah,
Good.
you're watching from. Okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. Okay.
Don says can't hear Frank.
Okay. I'll turn Frank up. Well. Okay. I'll turn Frank up. I don't know if I'm on the right page here then. Can you see people
Railham
chatting?
says you're 20 over Frank.
20 over Frank. I'm gonna go
Yep, I got the chat going. We're all
view on
live.
watch page. Okay. I hadn't refreshed. I was on the. I don't know why, but I was. Okay. Oh gosh, technical difficulties.
We're live from the handset.
Live from the Hamshack, obviously, or else I would have cut all this fluff out. Say, blah, 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 blah. Good evening. I'm Jason KC5HWB, and let me switch over to you, Frank, because I'm getting all flustered here because it's just the way it is. All right, go ahead.
All right, I am Frank KG5AHJ,
And
we got the shot fixed. We are looking at each other.
Right.
And it looks like we're looking
and
at
it
each
looks
other.
like we're looking at
instead
each
of looking
other.
this
So,
way.
so progress, not perfection. We're getting a little bit better at that. But yeah, okay. Don says Frank is better now. James Miller says sounds and looks good.
All right.
I had muted Frank on purpose, but you guys complained about it, so I turned him on.
Hey.
Oh, how are we? Okay, 36. Yeah, there we go. Oh, what do you got to...
Well, first, let's go with yours. Where's your beer?
I don't have a beer tonight. I had 3 of them earlier at Hop and Sting. I just don't feel like drinking anymore right now.
But I've
So-
been drinking since Friday.
What?
Come on now. And I'm starting with the hard stuff
Sure, I
tonight.
would. I'm not sure I'd brag about that, but I got some water here.
All right, I'm going to take this off because I'm hearing us 40 seconds behind. But
Oh, okay. Okay.
tonight, I brought some whiskey. as you
Whiskey.
can tell. Whiskey. And
Yeah.
this is a local distillery, Oak Evans.
Hold it in the camera.
Yes.
There you go.
There, Oak Evans.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular one, they paired with Rar & Sons.
Yes.
It's also a local brewery.
Yeah, Rar
and-
Sons is in Fort Worth.
Yep.
Okay.
And they took Rar & Sons finished one of their where did it go? The Indian Pale Ales
Uh-huh. IPA.
inside an Oak Evans barrel.
Right. Okay.
Then after they're done with that,
Mm-hmm.
they took that barrel,
Mm-hmm.
then finish the whiskey in it. Because finishing is not making the whiskeys. Finishing is a 4 to 6 months of aging the whiskey again in another barrel. But this is getting heavy. It doesn't have to be a new barrel. It
Okay.
can be a used barrel, a cherry barrel, a wine barrel.
Gotcha.
This particular one, a Indian Pale Ale
Gotcha.
barrel from Rara & Sons.
Right.
And they put a little
What's that big?
corkscrew in.
What's the corkscrew in it? Is that part of the barrel?
It's part of the barrel. After they were done finishing it, they screwed it up, put it in there, and as it sits in there, it's still kind of aging
It's still
and
kind of
mellowing.
aging it.
So that is my
That's
drink of
fun.
choice tonight.
That's fun. Okay. I'm going to have to get some of that from you, so you're going to have to turn around and get me a glass. I don't have a whiskey glass, but there's a beer glass back
I
there.
brought my own whiskey glass.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
This is, show and tell again.
Yeah.
This is, I wonder how many people remember this. Can you get a good shot of this? Maybe. Coming in.
No,
This,
you're good.
This is the McDonald's Batman Forever glass mug they gave away in the late 80s or 90s. And I've been finding them around town. This is the Joker one with the not Joker, I'm sorry, Riddler.
Riddler. What,
Riddler.
Jim Carrey Riddler?
Yep. And it has the Batman logo inside the question mark.
There you go. Wow. Where'd you find that?
All at the secondhand. We're good.
Yeah.
There was a
Sorry.
noise behind me.
Yeah, I heard it too. I don't know what it was.
Goodwill and other places.
By the way, if the stream just suddenly drops tonight, there's thunder and lightning out here.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. I've been hearing thunder for the last half hour or so. That's plenty.
It has subsided.
And the lightning is kind of here and there. Hadn't started raining yet, but my neighborhood is notorious for power outages during thunderstorms.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is one reason I'm working on some solar stuff. So, probably going to see some solar panels and alternative power episodes upcoming on this channel.
That sounds like fun.
So, sounds like fun, doesn't it?
Oops. Sorry.
That's
I thought
okay.
it was muted.
Yeah. No, that's okay. That's all right. Hey, I know it's working. Okay, who do we got? Guys, this is going to be kind of like a general Q&A, so just ask your question in the chat, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. DMR is fine. All-Star is fine. We've done DMR, All-Star, and Fusion Wires X in the past. Done a couple of DMR. The Smoking Ape says that mug is almost as cool as drinking from a mustard jar.
No.
Ape, where were you the other night, bro? We were on the collab thing. Missed you on there. Send Frank out. Noel says, send Frank out with a Yagi antenna into the lightning storm. I'd already thought of that. I'm trying to let him drink a few, and then I'm going to ask him to do that. So,
have you tried it yet? Give it a second.
I have not. No. Oh, it smells. Wow, that smells fantastic.
It is only 90 proof, so it's not a Knob Creek single barrel.
Mm. Yeah, that's good.
Woo. I was.
It
it's
bites
a
on
rye.
the back end.
Yeah, it's a rye. I usually don't go for ryes, but an IPA, but this is a good mixture.
Ham Extra says, did you make it to the Belton Ham Fest? I did not. I did not make it to Belton. I saw pictures from Richard Lenore at Main Trading and Val down there. I'm told that it was a good time. The weather was apparently great down there.
Yeah, I heard.
So, but I was in Louisville this last weekend, Friday and Saturday, recording the Microwave Update Conference.
Ooh.
So you've probably been seeing some videos posted to my channel today and yesterday from the Tapper Digital Communications Conference that was 2 weeks ago. I think 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And
You've
when
been
I
posting about one a day.
yeah, those lightning talks are like 5-6 minute talks.
Yep.
And I'm going to get through those. There's 12 of those total, and I think I've posted 7 or 8 of them. So I'll post the rest of those. I got a regular episode posting tomorrow. Gosh, it's making me hiccup now. I got a regular episode posting tomorrow, which is actually a first look. It's a regular episode, but it's also from the Tapper DCC. It's a first look in what's called a Tangerine SDR modular space weather radio. It's a prototype. It's a non-working prototype. It's a modular prototype. They're going to have some working prototypes, fingers crossed, by Orlando Hamcation, and then they should have full-blown production by Tapper DCC of next year, which is September. Before that, by then they'll have it. They don't know exactly when. Hopefully next summer they'll have production. I asked him if they'd have him by Dayton. He said we hope so. But Tangerine SDR is going to be a really cool SDR space weather project. So watch that episode that comes out. I didn't understand everything he was talking about. Probably something that you would be very much interested in. It will do QRP, CW, and SSB, but it'll do a lot more than that. It's not really made to do QSOs, but of course, it's a ham radio, so it will do QSOs. But it's made to do space weather monitoring of some sort, which I don't fully understand. But there's some Tapper DCC videos that I will be posting to the channel in the next few weeks, couple months, that deal with that as well.
And just a note, while we are talking here, you can go ahead and ask your questions in the chat. I am already starting to watch it, and I will be taking the questions down, and we'll be going through them throughout the night. So,
cool. Good. Don asked about my Flex.
Well, that was the first one.
Okay, so I think you can see. Yeah, okay, so right here, that's my Flex radio right there, and my Maestro's inside. I don't have it out here. So that's a Flex 6400. Now
the Maestro, is that the name of the faceplate?
Yeah.
The gigantic faceplate that has
Right.
Wi-Fi and an Ethernet port and
they call it
a tower SD card slot thing.
It doesn't have an SD card slot. It does have an 8-inch Dell tablet inside of it, touchscreen tablet.
8-inch Dell tablet.
That's how they build them. I did a video. I went down to Flex, which is in Austin, just 3 hours south of here. And they let me go through their factory, and I got some videos of how they put all their stuff together, and it's built right there. Some of the components come from China, and some of the components come from other countries. But they assemble everything there.
Hold them against them. Everything comes from China.
Right. He said there's some stuff that you can't even get anywhere except and like little components and whatnot. All the circuit boards and stuff, they come from somewhere in the USA. There's some stuff that comes from like Indonesia or something like that. I think they had some stuff that comes from like Russia. Anyway, they got stuff from all over, but it's all assembled right there, and a lot of it is made and a lot of the parts are made in the USA, but not all of them. Everything's assembled, tested, burned in, retested, triple, quadruple tested, all right there before it's shipped out. So yes, but the Maestro is the portable control knob faceplate that can connect to any 6000 series radio. Multiple 6000 series radios.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yes, Don, I'm still very happy with it. In fact, here's something that I haven't said on the air yet. And I've been working on this with the guys at Flex and a couple of the guys who are going on D-Expedition with this. So I'm going on D-Expedition in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, I think. In 3 weeks, I think. Sometime like October 22nd. It's Tuesday, October 22nd. So we're going back down to Costa Rica, which I'll be doing I'll be doing a live stream. I'm going to try to do a live stream of actual working a pileup is what I'd like to do. But I might do a live stream just kind of walking around and whatnot. But I'll be recording several videos down there. Not just the live stream, but also several videos. Don, I'll get to that here in a second. The difference between the 64 and the 6600. But we're going to me and a couple of the other guys, we're going to purchase a Flex 6400, a second one. Okay. I'm not taking this. I'm going to take my Maestro. We're going to purchase a Flex 6400 and take it down there, because the place we stay, the people who own the place are hams, and they're good friends with one of the guys that goes with us. And they allow us to keep stuff down there that you couldn't take back and forth all the time.
Mostly probably antennas.
Towers,
cables.
Coax, which you could carry that back and forth, but that gets heavy.
Yeah.
Towers, but we had some towers shipped down there several years ago, but we store our towers down there. We've got 90 foot of towers, so usually we'll put up a 50 foot and 40 foot, 2 different towers. And I think, in fact, last time they had a crank up tower. I hope that's still there. So 2 or 3 towers, coax, power supplies, which are really heavy, bulky to carry around. We leave all that down there. So we're going to leave. I'm going to set up a Flex radio while I'm down there and put it on like probably an end-fed 40 or 80 meter end-fed antenna. I'm not sure the antenna situation yet. and we're going to leave it there. I'm going to put it in a closet and leave it there.
Uh-huh.
They have gigabit Wi-Fi Ethernet down there, really good internet connection. So I'll be able to sit here and work DX from a transmitting antenna outside of Guayabo, Costa Rica. And anyone with a Flex software and/or Maestro will be able to connect to it. I'm gonna create a new SmartLink account so that people can connect to it also. So I might ask you to donate a little bit to the cause because Flex radios are not cheap.
Yep.
But my hope is to be able to provide my viewers with the ability to work DX. All you have to do is go get an IARP document from the ARRL. If you Google ARRL IARP, it costs you have to go get a passport photo made and fill out a form and send them a copy of your license, and it costs like $10. And then they send you this little form in the mail that you're supposed to take with you down there. And they last a year. They're good for a year. International Amateur Radio Pass, I think is what that means. But yeah, that's going to be one of the things we do on this trip, and I'm looking really forward to it also. So you guys, people who are interested in working some DX from your home QTH as a Tango India 7 stroke station. There we go. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, Discord. Good.
Yep, and we also got a live Discord that we watch and interact with throughout the week, so that you can talk to Jason, and all the other patrons on there. You don't have to be a patron to get on Discord, but there's a limited channel on there. But here's the Discord link in the chat. Anyone can join and say howdy throughout the week.
Yeah. There's a lot of DMR questions that get asked in there, too.
So what did we do last weekend? Did we do something last weekend? We went down somewhere last weekend.
I've slept since then. Oh, Galveston.
Well, Houston.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yes,
okay. You're talking about. Okay. Do you have a link to that?
I can post the link.
Yeah,
to
post the link to that.
The
So
video you
everybody that's probably it's been sent out quite a bit on Facebook and whatnot. But everybody that's in Texas and Oklahoma, I recorded an interview between the two gentlemen running for West Gulf Division Manager for ARRL, and posted that on the channel. We streamed it live on Facebook.
Wait, we streamed it on Facebook.
We streamed it live on Facebook because
I can't get Facebook. How am I supposed to watch it?
Sure, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
What?
You choose not to get Facebook. You can get Facebook.
Face page.
We streamed it live on Facebook, and I also recorded it and I posted it to YouTube a couple days later. But so it's up. It's I don't know if you can probably find it's on my Facebook page if you want to watch it there.
I got it in the chat now.
Okay, it's in the okay. But
Awesome.
yes.
Smoking Ape, I'm happy to hear that I inspired you to drink some whiskey.
Valconis, a Texas whiskey. I've heard of that. I don't think I've had it.
I don't think I've had it either.
So
it might be the next one. Actually, I have 4 open bottles right now sitting at home. I don't need another whiskey.
Well, that's got a bite to it.
Ooh, ain't it good?
So, Noel's got us on his TV on the wall.
See, I like that. Post how you're watching us in the Discord.
Yeah. Take a picture and put it in the Discord about how you're watching.
And please, not again, someone driving down the road streaming it live on the Tesla.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
That was an awesome photo, and it wins hands down. But
oh gosh,
drive safely.
That's got a bite to it. I like drinking whiskey a little bit colder than room temperature. Room temperature, it kind of. I don't know.
Oh, I enjoy room temperature.
I don't.
And here is the link to our Patreon, to Jason's Patreon. Help him support us. You can also donate through the super chat.
Right. Yeah, and I'm working on a news. I've been talking about doing a newsletter for a long time. I'd say for a month or two. I've been talking about doing a newsletter. And I've got it almost completed. So I'm going to start doing a monthly newsletter to everyone who supports me on Patreon. So it'll be now I have an email list outside of the newsletter, and I send emails periodically. I'm going to try to get more regular about that as well. But I will be doing, on top of the email list, I'll be doing a monthly newsletter for Patreon subscribers. And it'll basically say, hey, here's upcoming episodes, here's what's coming next, here's where I'll be this month, and that kind of thing. So a little bit extra stuff that It's not included in my regular emails I send out.
And one
So.
final note from Noel, the Noel.
The Noel.
I do not inspire people to drink. They drink with me.
Okay, sure.
What do you got there? You keep grabbing.
Yeah. Well, I'm just moving it around. Okay, so I got some
uh-huh.
some new T-shirts made,
Here, give me the other
and
one. I'll
okay.
hold this one up.
Okay. And there's these two colors, and there's like a.
You ready for this magic trick? Oh, I didn't disappear.
Oh no! See,
Oh.
it doesn't look. Yeah, but it
not
doesn't.
green
It
enough.
doesn't look green though. See that? Actually, there's a gray one that looks similar to that. Frank's holding up a green one, but he's got a green screen behind him. So
I was
it's
hoping I was going to do a magic
a
trick.
magic trick. Yeah. No, it's not the same green. It's darker than that. So there's this red one. There's a navy one. Navy, red, green, and gray.
Ooh,
And
I
they're-
like the fabric.
That's why I got them. They're made out of
Ooh.
this dry fit material, which I really like. I got a lot of shirts in the dry
Sports
fit material.
tech.
So they cost a little bit more. They're an experiment.
I prefer this.
I do too.
This
I do
would
too.
be a good T-shirt.
Yeah.
If I
so
can only go down a size.
these are $25. And again, I did them as an experiment to see how well they sold because they are more expensive because of the material. I still have my regular cotton T-shirts for $15 on the website. I don't have these on the website yet. I've sold several of them through Discord, and Noel, I've still got yours. And Don says he has that shirt. Jason as well. Oh, this one, yeah. I've got these. I've got some similar to this too, but I'll be putting those on the website soon. So, but you can go into Discord and buy one now if you're in Discord. I got a medium, large, extra large, and double X, but I'm almost out of the double X ones. Those were the most popular ones. Go figure. So, yeah, Noel, I'm holding yours hostage.
Oh wait,
What are you doing?
everyone's posting their pictures of the giant
Oh,
screens.
okay.
I got to get on this.
Oh, and
This is how
in
we are-
Discord? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
This
cool.
is how I watch Sam Radio.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Cool. I would do that, but the wife said no. Okay. I don't know what she said no to.
Putting it up on the Fire Stick
Putting it on. Oh,
on
okay.
the big screen on the living room.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine.
Well, I approve.
I approve. So, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Somebody,
There is one more question about your Flex Radio here from Michael.
Okay.
He says he has a Flex Radio 6300 and cannot get the decoder to work for any of the digital modes. Do you have any ideas?
Can't get decode for any. Honestly, I've not done any digital modes on my Flex yet. I need to do that. I've just been so busy lately. I haven't actually been on HF in a 3 weeks. So no, I'm sorry, I don't. Are you using what program are you using? Are you doing like FT8 with WSJTX? Are you doing PSK or something? What application are you using? So, Railham, no, I only have these. I only have up to 2x. I've got some 3x in my regular cotton shirts. If I still have some left, I got a small number of those because I had somebody request them.
Sorry, Railhead. Yeah, no 3X yet.
I see R.D. Mercer in the chat.
He is.
Yeah,
He's a lurking.
I know. Yeah, I'll tell you who that is later.
All right.
he's incognito.
Ooh.
So, yeah. What's up, dude? Hope you had a good time at Belton. Let's see. Take us through it, whatever that means. Hello from Minnesota. Crazy Norlander, good evening. Dennis KE0HCE, good evening. 60 meters is hot.
I think he was referring to the Flex Radio.
Oh.
Looking forward to seeing the video. Or
Oh.
is that posted?
I've
When
got
you-
several videos already posted on the Flex. I've got one that is called HF is dead,
Uh-huh.
and then I go in there and I prove that HF is in fact not dead because I do like a 5-minute shot of the waterfall and scrolling around on the screen on the waterfall and listening to it.
There's a lot of shots like that
Yeah,
on YouTube
Yeah, yeah.
saying HF is not dead.
right, yeah. So, but I also did one about, it's kind of like an unboxing, and I did one about setting up a SmartLink account, and I've got a new one that I'll post probably next week, the week after, installing the ATU device, the internal antenna tuner.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got that. Yeah.
Cool. Michael says I have all. Dyslexia is kicking in tonight. Sorry. I've tried all the PSK, FT8 digital and HDR to decode.
I'm going to guess, Michael, it's probably something to do with the DAC setup in your computer. It's not the digital audio transfer program that comes with it's part of the Flex Radio software package that you install on Windows. I'm going to guess that is not talking to whatever program you're using. If you're having trouble with multiple programs, again, I haven't really tried that yet. That's something I'm going to. That's one of the things I'm going to do. I'm going to do a setup on that, and post a couple of videos about it. But yeah, I don't have an answer for you. Flex Radio support in Austin is pretty good. You know, when I had some questions when I bought mine, and I called them and they'd answer them over the phone. So I don't know if you can do that or not, but their support structure is set up pretty good. You look like you were going to say something.
No.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the awesome news. Just waiting for you to announce the awesome news.
The awesome news.
Yeah. Something about a new mailing list. Subscriber count.
Yeah.
Something
well, everybody
about
probably knows that.
Over 20,000.
Yeah.
And
okay.
The thing that
all right.
you promised.
Oh, yeah. So let's go. Okay. So, shoot, I don't want to show that. Let me go over here.
He's trying to get set up now. So I'm just going to say hello, people in the chat room. Hello there, Mike. N6IMY. Good evening. It is trying to rain outside here today. And
yeah, it's
Racy's is not up. They were up earlier.
I got a text from them like several hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were going to spin up, and then they took it down because the legs got kicked out of it.
Oh, okay. All right, so I'm going to switch over to the screenshot here, or to the screen capture, I should say. So thanks to many of you watching. I hit 20,000 subscribers on YouTube about a week and a half, a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So, as a result, have you got this link here,
I
Frank?
am ready with the link.
Okay. As a result, I will be giving away a Bridgecom. Oh, let me switch back over here.
As soon as I said way, I should have had it already.
No, that's okay. I will be giving away a Bridgecom BCR 440 repeater with programming cable. I don't remember if the software is included or not. As a programming cable, Raspberry Pi with cable connection between Raspberry Pi, so you can use a repeater as a digital DMR, D-Star Fusion repeater, whatever you choose. And it will have a, let's see, amateur radio. I've got several accessories that go with it. I got this, there it is. Okay. I wanted to get a picture of it. Yeah, that's it right there. I wanted to, this was donated to me by a viewer.
A viewer?
Yes.
Which one?
He contacted me before Dayton this year.
Uh-huh.
And he said, "Hey, are you going to Dayton?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to Dayton." He goes, "I got a repeater I want to donate to you." He said he bought it and put it all together and took it up to some repeater site, and I don't remember the exact story, but he was trying to deploy it, and it didn't work at one repeater site, so he had another repeater site or something about it wasn't high enough, and the coverage wasn't good enough or something like that. And then he tried to deploy it to another repeater site, and they didn't want a DMR repeater. He wanted to deploy it as a DMR repeater. So he texted me. He's like, "Hey, do you want to do a giveaway of a repeater on your show?" And I'm like,
"Yes,
always. I mean, I'll give anything away if it's given to me." So So I'm gonna do. Did you post that in the chat yet?
I'm ready for it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Ready?
So there is. Yeah.
I'm waiting 40 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2
Just post it,
Mississippi,
doofus.
3 Mississippi. Let's
So
go.
so there's a sign up that I just created about half hour ago on Gleam.io. Frank's gonna put that in the chat.
It is in the chat.
All you've gotta do-
And going in the general chat also on the Ham Radio Discord.
Good. All you got to do is go in there and sign up with your email address. That's all you got to do. Your email address will be added to my email list after that. If you're already a member of the email list, then nothing changes for you. You do not get automatically added if you're a member of the email list. You have to go sign up on this link. But if your email is one that I already have on my list, then nothing changes for you. But you do get added to the
That was
giveaway.
my question.
I know, that's why I answered it.
Oh.
So
Oh.
so
Kick
we
the
will
legs out from under.
we will due to the size and the weight of a repeater, I do have to limit it to only USA shipping addresses. If push comes to shove and someone overseas really wants it and you're going to be like maybe in Orlando next year or at Dayton in May, I don't want to wait. I don't want to sit on it till May. I'd like to ship it out. The giveaway, the drawing goes for 9 days, so I think it ends on October 15th, middle of next week.
Are we going to announce the winner on the next live stream?
It'll be announced before. Well, I mean, yeah, we can talk about it, sure, absolutely.
All right.
But I mean, it'll be announced and emailed out before that.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, I probably should have waited. But although 2 weeks from now I will be in, I'm going to try to do a live stream that night. But that's the day I fly back from Chattanooga.
You're flying back on the 20th? That's 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks. Yes. Yeah, that Ham Fest is the 19th. But I think I get back. I think I get back kind of early though.
Okay. We'll see how you feel.
We'll see. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to do that. Because 2 days later, I leave for Costa Rica.
Yeah.
So
I was hoping that we could sneak one in there.
yeah, I'd like to. I want to try to keep it a little bit more consistent with the every other Sunday thing. I really do. I've been inconsistent about that because I've been traveling so much lately. I was in Detroit 2 weeks ago, and the weekend before that, I was in Vegas for a YouTubers conference, actually.
Last week in Houston.
Last week I was in Houston. We could have done it. Well, in fact, we did. Several of us YouTubers got together and did another collaboration recorded video.
All right.
When I was in Galveston after you left.
Yep.
That evening we did that. So that'll be posted on the channel soon. Got a lot of really good feedback on that first one we did.
Did you do it outside or did you?
No, I was inside. It was dark. We started about 8 o'clock at night because 2 of the guys are in California. Don't kick my camera.
I'm sorry.
2 of the guys are in California. So so we started at 8 o'clock, so that it was 6 o'clock for them. So Josh Hashnazi and in at KI6NAZ and Bob K6UDA were both on there. And then we had 2 new guys on there. David from Ham Radio Now joined us, and Kyle, AA0Z, I think is his call sign. I can't remember his. He does some like QRP type videos. I think he's got a smaller channel, but you know, he was like, well, I have a smaller channel. I was like, I don't care. Come on, let's go. Let's do it. So he joined us also.
It's always fun to talk about ham radio.
Yeah.
So, talking about ham radio, let's get the questions coming in.
Yeah.
So far, we only talked about the Flex radio
The
behind
Flex
Jason,
radio. Yeah.
which is a good radio.
Yeah. Maybe I can take it on my next trip to Pakistan.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Yeah. I don't have any response to that.
He's
so
no.
Hey, Lee's in the chat. KC3LEE, good evening.
We have some good pictures rolling in for
Good.
the Discord.
Good.
But everyone's live streaming us tonight here.
Yeah, good. So
Railhead's doing it on his iPhone. Come on, man.
that's okay. That's all right. Hey, however you stream it is fine with me. So yeah, get the questions rolling. Whatever you want to ask about ham radio. Upcoming. Let me think about what I have upcoming.
As he sips on his whiskey. Oh,
That's water. Let's see. Okay, so I have I have a lot. I have 15 or 16 videos from the Tapper DCC to still post. The ones I've posted so far are the lightning talks.
Uh-huh.
So lightning talk, what they do, they take an hour-long break for lunch every day at noon. Well, every day. So they have sessions all day Friday, starting at 8. I think they started at 9 this year. 8 or 9 in the morning on Friday until 5, and then they have a banquet Friday night, and then they have sessions from 8 till 5 on Saturday. And actually, the banquet was on Saturday this year. Banquet was on Saturday. I think they did it on Friday last year, but Saturday this year. Anyway, they have a banquet one night, and then Sunday they have a very long headline speaker thing. Now, last year was on ham science, space weather, ham sci. This year was on satnogs. So satellite near satellite Earth ground station. Satellite, I don't remember what it's, satnogs. Everybody knows who satnogs is. Go Google them. But they did like a 3.5 hour presentation that went through everything with satnog. I mean, like complete thing. And I thought that was really, really cool.
That sounds very cool.
You would love it. You would love it. So I'm going to put that together. That's probably going to be a 3 or 4 part video because it was literally like 4 hours long.
I want to get into satellite. That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
I want to build. I saw Ham Radio Concepts built a satellite tracking rig.
Yeah. Yeah, he does some of that stuff. Yeah.
And that would be so cool to do. And just mount it on top of my chimney and just as it just
oh, that's
come
cool.
on by.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So the lightning talks take place every day, Friday and Saturday at 1 o'clock. We go to break for lunch at noon. In fact, they cater lunch for us, or they did this year. And then it's worked into the price of your ticket to for the conference. And then at 1 o'clock we come back and they do lightning talk. So lightning talk, everybody who's in the conference is invited to do a 5-minute talk about whatever you want to in ham radio. If you have slides, great. If not, that's fine too. So people just get up there and they talk about 5 minutes for whatever the heck they want. Now, I recorded those last year, but I didn't post them because I was a little bit unsure how to. I was like, well, do I put them all together as one video and have it like a 30-minute video with all the stuff? And I decided to do them as little short videos this year. So that's what's posting right now.
That's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool. There was one about Parks on the Air. I don't remember if that one's posted yet or not, but I was like, oh, Parks. I went and signed up for Parks on the Air.
I want to do that.
So yeah, that's going to be. I'm gonna.
Do you have a park in mind, or?
Well, if you go to parksontheair.com, it'll list out all the parks in the country, and there's actually not that many around here. There's one in Dallas.
Okay.
There's one in up 287 towards the Deer Lace, like Decatur, almost to Decatur. There's one like in Weatherford, I think, somewhere like that. But there's not as many as I thought there would be, and I don't know what. I got to go read up on it. I don't know what exactly it takes to recognize a park, because it's not state parks on the air. Because there's a state park in Grapevine. Lake Grapevine has a state park, but
you got to get a ham club, I guess, interested and
so it's
host it and sponsor it.
Yeah, Parks on the Air is not the same thing as state parks on the air. So I'm not sure what designates a park to be Parks on the Air park. And why some parks are listed and some parks, I don't know.
I want to do that.
But it's fun. But it looks like
I want to do the battleships on the air.
I want to do museum ships on the air weekend.
That's the one.
Yeah, I think that's in May. No. I don't remember when that. April?
Mm-hmm.
April maybe.
Something around there.
Something
I'm
like
disagreeing.
That. So, yeah, okay.
Well,
anyway, Dawn says, "What HF antennas are you sporting, Jason and Frank? Do you want to tell them what HF antenna you're using?"
Yes.
Okay.
It's a beautiful antenna. It's in my mind. I have not created one yet.
Frank doesn't have. Frank is not on HF. You have your general.
I do have a general,
but yeah, no HF for Frank.
The idea is to put up an inverted V on my back fence, and then run that inside.
Well, of course, yeah. That honestly, that's all I'm running right now. I'm running a center-fed inverted, center-fed 40-meter dipole as an inverted V configuration. That's all I've got up right now. I have a brand new hex beam sitting in a box in my garage, and I have a couple of. I have an 80-meter center-fed. I do have two. Now this is not HF. I have a dual band Yagi, 2-meter 440 Yagi, and I have a 220 Yagi. The dual band 2 meter 440 Yagi is six elements, 3 elements per band.
Mm-hmm.
The 220 Yagi, I think, is six or 8 elements, just 220. And then I got that. You've seen that big, huge beam in the back. I've got a big 6 meter
that
Yagi
we
as well.
helped you take it down.
Right. So there was a guy that did a presentation. Now, you guys in the chat, tell me if you've ever. Tell me if you've ever. Well, K8 Don K8 MRD Mike. He's kind of the one that got me interested in Parks on the Air because his buddy is the one who did the Lightning Talk presentation. But at the microwave conference, somebody gave a talk about Yagis.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, these guys that mount their Yagi, like they have a tri-band Yagi here, and then like 10 feet above it, they have a Yagi for another. He's like, there's no need to do that. He's like, stack them together. Because if you had to have them separated, then you wouldn't be able to have a multi-band Yagi. So he did experiments. He's like, here, oh yeah, this is good. Doing experiments, he stacked these Yagis together. Put a 2 meter Yagi here and a 440 Yagi right on top of it. And he says,
no issues?
No issues.
Even is that using them one at a time, or can you use them kind of both?
No, I think you have to use them one at a time. But it doesn't. I say that. I would assume they probably could both receive at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but so I'm gonna have to. So that was exciting because I'm like, oh, good. I don't have to put a 6 foot separation between all my, because I've got 3 Yagis sitting in the backyard right now.
That'd be a really long antenna, and some won't have the great gain, elevation gain that you want it to get out of it. And yeah.
So
that is kind of nice to do.
Yeah. So anyway, that was kind of fun.
So I'm gonna say howdy to Raymond from Florida, W2CH, and going back to the questions.
Okay.
Mike asks, have you touched the IC 9700?
No, I have not touched the IC 9700.
Mike, send us a IC 9700.
Yeah, send me one. I've got a 7300.
Uh-huh.
It's not in here, which the 9700 is its twin. Mm-hmm. They look like the same radio, except the 9700 is 2 meters, 440, and 1.2 gigahertz all mode. So no, I have not. I have a. I wonder if you can see that right there. That right there next to my wooden logo sign. That's a FT736R, which Mr. Mercer in the chat. I got that from Craig at Cowtown Hamfest last year, I think it was. So it's a FT736R with a 2 meter 440 modules, and I can add 2 more modules to it. I'm on the lookout for a 220 module. I don't have one yet, but I have like 2 IC7000s, which will do 2 meters 440 all mode. So I got plenty of options. I just need to put my freaking antenna in the air.
Mr. Noel Lee says there is a national parks on the air and also state parks on the air.
Right. Yeah.
So there's 2 different ones.
Yes, yeah. The state parks on the air is the one that I mentioned. Yeah, there's also a national parks on the air. That is correct.
Quickly answer, Don. I don't think you could stack dipoles like that.
You can if you. So Mike in 5YM.
Okay.
Answered this. Somebody asked. This was 2 or 3 years ago. You can stack dipoles like that if you hang one into the inverted V like this, and then you hang another one and you kind of turn it like that.
You just kind
of
keep turning it?
Right.
So you can't have it on the same...
You can't have it on the same line.
So they can't be parallel to each other.
They can't be parallel to each other, but if they're off-centered from each other, apparently they won't see each other.
Well, then you can use the same center pole.
I need to... right, exactly. I need to confirm that. If I remember that correctly, that is what he told me at one point in time. So I need to confirm that, make sure I understood that correctly, and that I'm not remembering it wrong, because I have drank 1 or 2 beers since then.
And whiskey.
And yeah. So I think that's right. Ask Flex to create a 2 meter all mode. I've asked Flex what their next project is, and they won't tell me. And if they did tell me and say, hey, we're going to tell you what our project is, but don't tell anybody, I would totally respect that. I'd be like, okay, that's fine. I won't tell you anything. But they're like, yeah, we don't. No, it's not you. It's just we don't talk about what we're working on. I'm like, okay, I can respect that. That's cool. But I'm really hoping they come out with like a, because my KX3 is also right there. the KX3 is KX2, KX3 are fantastic little rigs, little QRP rigs. And now I'm sure everybody's seen the IC705. Have you seen the IC705, Frank?
Yes.
No, you haven't. Because you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Okay. It's not out yet. It was debuted at the Hong Kong, some kind of Tokyo or Hong Kong electronics show last month or something like that. Go if you haven't heard of the IC705, go look up the IC705. It's basically, it looks similar to a Elecraft KX series. All I think it's 20 watts on HF. It's battery powered portable rig that includes 2 meter and 440.
2 meter and 440?
Yes.
That'd be pretty
Battery
cool.
powered, pocket, carry it around, put a battery, take it up on a mountain, work QRP. 20 watts is not really QRP, but it's close enough. Work QRP. I don't think it does 20 watts. I think it probably does 10 watts on 2 meters and 5 watts on 440 or something like that. I don't remember what the power output on those are, but yeah. And it looks freaking awesome. I mean, it looks like they cut the face off of an IC7300 and then added all this stuff to it, including a battery.
Cool.
So
that would be kind of cool.
yes. So I got to
That'd be
play.
awesome
I got to
have,
play with that.
Especially if we do national parks on the air. And what's the closest what is the only national park in Texas?
I don't know what.
Big Bend.
Yes, I did know that.
But that's 12-ish hours away.
It's not that far.
It is far.
Is it?
It's far.
I was thinking it was like 8 hours away.
No, it's at least 10 or more. I know it's
Because
more
it's
than
10 to get to El Paso, and it's not as far as El Paso. Now, granted, it's further south than El Paso
It's
is.
further south, but a lot of small roads. So you're not as flying as fast.
I've never been. That's one place in Texas I've never been. I've never been to Big Bend.
I've been there. I haven't been there. I don't think I've been there as I was little, but I don't really remember it, so I haven't been there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But we need to do that. That'd be awesome to do.
I've been wanting to go down there for a couple different reasons. Yeah, and yeah, that's definitely a reason to go is to operate some HF. So yeah.
Scrolling up back in the chat for a little bit, we have someone from Sydney, Australia.
Oh, welcome.
VK2 FLRW. Laurel
or Lori? Oh yeah, that's Lori.
Lori?
Yeah, she's been in the chat before.
Yeah. Just saying hey again.
Yeah, good.
Sorry,
yeah.
I butcher names left and right.
So that Frank can't read. But yes, yeah, she's saying that the max output for the IC705 is 10 watts. That might be. I thought it was 20 watts, but that may not be. That may not be accurate. But I mean, up until the KX line came out, if you said QRP, then you're talking about 5, maybe 7 watts.
Well,
L&R precision.
QRP, I usually think around 1.
No, QRP is 5 watts. If you want to run 5 watts, you're considered QRP. But now that the KX will do 15 watts. So, and now that Zygu's got a new model out that'll do 20 watts. So, it's kind of, if you want to, I've never really been into QRP. I understand the appeal. And if you're doing backpacking and
which I like to do,
soda or something like that, then you want as light a weight as you can carry. So you want something that's easy to carry. I understand that part, but if you're doing like parks on the air or something like that, and you want to do QRP, just take your IC7000 out there and turn it down to 5 watts. I'm QRP, which is true. You're running 5 watts. So
another question
but,
from the chat here.
Okay.
I'm not going to get his name right. So the question is, have you tried the Country Com GP5? Do you know what that is? That is word for
the Country Call?
Country Com GP5.
No, I don't know what that is. GP5. Is that a QRP radio?
That looks like a general purpose radio.
How far up was that? I didn't see. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's a little up there, but
County Com GP5. I don't know what that is. Psycho Foo is how I would say that name. Psycho Foo. I don't know what that is. What is that? I've never heard of it.
I'll post a link to it.
Okay.
It is coming as soon as I get back to the chat. There.
There we go. Boop. All right. Oh. What the heck is that? $90? Huh. All right. So let me look. Let me let you guys see what I'm seeing here. Look at this. It looks like one of those what the U-Kit radios? Come on, go away. Block. Looks like one of those U-Kit radios. Huh. Exclusive limited production overrun organic gray. Okay. I don't know if it's a transceiver or just a receiver.
He says it's a shortwave radio.
Is it just a receiver or is it a transceiver? Continue for excellent quality general purpose. Looks like it's just a... Oh, these radios are remodified for a specific client request from the help of Ed Fong. I sell Ed Fong antennas. Those are those J-poles that go inside the PVC pipe.
It could do sideband, upper and lower sidebands.
Yeah, but is it just receiving sideband or what? It's RX only. Okay, Smoking 8 says it's RX only. Okay, that looks pretty sweet actually.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't seen that before.
Compact.
Yeah, really compact. So that'd be kind of fun.
So that's proof I do save y'all's questions, and I pick them as they kind of work into the conversation here.
Mm. Yeah. So anyway, I kind of lost. Anyway, I think I was talking about the IC705, which I'm incredibly curious about. But I'm hoping, because someone asked what Flex is doing. Someone tell Flex to make a all mode 2 meter.
I was going to say all mode digital.
All mode.
Yeah, DMR.
Oh no, they're not going to do that.
We all want it.
But I suspect and hope they're working on something similar to the KX line at Elecraft, especially now that ICOM seems to be getting into that game. That's my hope. That's my hope is that. Almost the Maestro for what it is actually a little bit heavy. And the thing about the only thing I don't like about the Maestro is that it's too hard to carry. They don't make a carrying case for it. They need to make like some kind of backpack for it, or like that backpack I have my drone in.
Yep.
Something like that. They need to make some kind of carrying case for it so you can put it in a bag that protects it. And of course you could make one yourself, and that's probably what I end up doing.
Oh, you have Inception video going on right now.
Oh, I thought I switched it back. I'm sorry. Oops. Okay. Sorry.
That was pretty cool looking.
Yeah. I thought I clicked on the wrong thing here. Anyway, they don't have a carrying case for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I could build one myself, and I just get I might even get like a Pelican type case for it and cut out some foam and put it in there. But it's kind of heavy. But it doesn't transmit on its own. So you could always, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but you could take it with you up to a mountain and transmit from there, but you'll be transmitting for your antenna back. It's not really a SOTA activation. So I'm hoping they make something like that actually has an antenna port on it that is, like a 10 or 20 watt QRP rig. That's what I'm hoping they do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It seems like it would be easy to do because they've already got the form factor. They just maybe make it a bit smaller. They use the same tablet that they have now. Maybe make it a bit smaller. Put a radio inside of it instead of all the others, and maybe cut the buttons down. Put a radio inside of it and make it an actual QRP rig. Be kind of cool. I think
that is one of my kits I do want to build. Is a mobile radio with batteries and have it a small Go kit.
Yeah.
All together, and inside the pockets you have the antennas, a J pole folding antenna for 2 meter 440.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
it'll be a field kit all ready to go. And all you got to do is find a tree, throw a rock up there, and pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, why would you want to carry a Maestro? Why wouldn't you want to carry it? The purpose of a Maestro is that it's portable. I'm going to be carrying my Maestro to Costa Rica in 2 weeks. So,
Look forward to your
that's-
live streams.
yeah, I am too. Yeah, the purpose of a Maestro is that you can carry it. It's got a handle on the back of it where you can pick it up and carry it around the house and whatnot. But like, if I want to go, like I've taken it to Galveston before, and operated from my antenna here while I can do HF. You know,
Have you done a ground plane in the water yet?
not yet. No, I was going to do that last time, and I just ran out of time with everything else going on. I had to come back early for a doctor's appointment. Yeah, not yet. I want to go down there and stick a buddy pole in the ground down there, so or in the water. But yeah, thinking about building a portable field radio out of one of the XTL 1500s I have laying around. Nice.
That'd be an awesome
That'd be fun.
field radio.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And after the tech talk with that they had over here at the Hearst Club,
Yeah.
they were talking about batteries and
Yeah.
how to maintain them and charge them, and what type of batteries. You might post that here soon or whatever.
Yeah, Greg.
You need to talk to Greg.
Yeah, I need to talk to him. He came by to get those files the other day, and I couldn't find them. So I need to coordinate with him, and because I think he wanted to post them on a channel he has, which is fine. I mean, I wasn't there. I didn't record it. I just thought I'd put it on my channel because I have a ham radio channel. In case anyone was wondering, I have a ham radio channel on YouTube. So
Keep the questions coming. I
So-
do have a kind of a random one
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Barbecue just beef ribs or brisket? That was one of the questions.
Really?
Well, I'm paraphrasing.
Okay.
I like to do pork ribs.
All of the
on
above.
Smoker.
All of the above.
I do pork ribs.
Yeah.
I want to try a ham. Smoke a ham.
I've smoked brisket. I've never smoked ribs. And my brisket turned out pretty darn good. I thought it was pretty darn good. But
Every time I light up that smoker, I have a little small glass of whiskey, a cigar, and I pull out the hand radio, and I just sit on the repeaters
there you
for
go.
4 to 5 hours.
No, yeah, cool.
That was
that-
fun.
that's
It's a blast.
That's a time to get on HF. That's when you should be on HF.
It's starting to cool down, so
Yeah.
I'm going to start lighting it up again here.
I need to get my smoker box fixed so that my firebox is rusted out. So I need to get that either fixed or modified so I can build a fire in the smoker side of the grill again.
I did brisket once. It just took way too long. And the time it was done, I
does-
had the family over because I started at
It does-
midnight.
yeah.
I didn't go to sleep.
Yeah.
And it was done about 1 p.m.
Okay.
And all the family came over. I'm like, get out of my house. I want to go to bed.
I'm done. I am done. So
Chad says, hi from Arizona, KB1EDU.
Welcome.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
welcome. Yeah, glad to have you. We got 53 watching now, so that's probably good.
Beef ribs are fun. You got to get a good cut of them. Some of the butchers will take the meat up right to the bone, and it's not a good cut.
Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I think that was all the links I had to share tonight. I got to scratch my nose, Frank. So I'm going to put the camera on you for a minute.
All right. I'm just going to go back to the chat. What else in here? IK04, PL1 or PL660 or a PL600? Or PL660 and a PL600, referring to what to put in, I guess, the Go kits.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, they're talking about something else because they're talking about those Texan radios.
Mm-hmm.
Texan PL360 doesn't have SSB. So they're talking about, yeah. Hardened Power Systems portable LiPo 20 amp supply with my FT891 and an ammo case for portable use. Those Hardened Power Systems are pretty slick. I've read about them. I saw them at Dayton last year, year before. They're like hardened. They're like
How are they hardened?
that's just what they're called. They're
Okay.
like they're almost like Google it. Hardened
Alright.
Power System. That's this. It's like a battery with a case around it.
Okay.
Supposed to be like more weatherproof and whatnot. I think, but they're pretty cool devices.
QRP Ranger talking about them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're kind
that
of
is slick. It's about the size of a mobile radio.
right.
And then you just plug the radio right up into it.
Yeah.
It will not work with the bag I have. I think the bag I have for my Go Kit, I could get one mobile radio in it, and I was going to have the battery and everything behind it.
Oh,
So I
okay.
don't think this will stack nicely. But it's a nice LED
Yeah.
or nice display there.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think
how-
it has a USB port on it.
Oh, so you can't charge your phone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything got to charge your phone these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But that's a nice radio. $270. Yikes!
Yeah. Yeah, but they're supposed to be really durable and weatherproof and something like that. So
They look pretty durable.
Yeah. They're a good quality product from what I've read about them. So, let's see. What else was I going to? I think that was all. The stuff that I was going to talk about. My new T-shirts. Hopefully, somebody's try to get. I need to get them posted on the website so I can actually send people links to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the giveaway
The giveaway
for
is
the
big
repeater.
news.
For the repeater.
The giveaway that the repeater is going to sit in
Yeah.
Frank's backyard.
Right. Yeah, sure it is.
The link is
13.
posted below.
13 people have signed up.
13 people?
Yeah.
Just
That's-
13?
Well, I just put the giveaway up like
I know.
10 minutes before the live stream started. So the only people who have heard about it is the 50 or so watching on the live stream. So, yeah. Yes. Have you ordered a PowerWorks DB7050X yet to do a review? I'm still waiting for your review since there's not one on YouTube. I find that hard to believe there's no review on that radio on YouTube because it's been out for a while.
Which one?
It's a PowerWorks DB750X. It's basically an Anytone radio.
Uh-huh.
I think it's made by Anytone for PowerWorks. But those dual bands or tri bands? I forget if those are. I think they're dual bands. I think they're 2 meters and 440. Supposed to be really good. You know what? I think Kent had one of those at one point in time. I should check with him and see if he still got that radio, and then I'd do a review on it. A buddy of mine used to have one. I'm pretty sure he had one of those at one point in time. But yeah, that'd be a good one to review for sure. Any other questions, guys? I mean, we can cut it short tonight. We've been going for about an hour, and
I think you got a couple more entries there.
good. No, did you enter?
No.
Yeah. So next weekend is next weekend's free and clear.
Yep.
The following weekend I'll be in Chattanooga for that Hamfest. I think
Uh-huh.
that's a division convention out there. I'll be going out there to give a presentation about the new R-Finder device.
Ooh.
So you're gonna
Do
see.
you have it?
I do not. I will by then, but I don't right now. So I'll be.
Are you sure it's not under a desk
I'm sure.
or a
yeah.
box?
No, I don't have it yet. He hadn't sent me one yet.
So is this what is it? Anything new it does? Do you know anything on it?
I know yeah. He had a booth at Dayton and at Hamcom actually where he talked about it. So he's calling it the B1.
Mm-hmm.
The previous one that I carried around was the M1.
Yep.
And he had a K1 which is a little bit smaller. This one will be the B1. It's a complete redesign. It will be dual band. It will work on Verizon as well as AT&T and T-Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually it will have its own internal hotspot so that you can, activate the hotspot internally in the phone, activate the two-way radio in the phone, and key up and talk into a DMR network so that you don't have to talk into a hotspot from a radio.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk, the radio will be its own hotspot. So that part won't...
So will it actually transmit?
Yes.
So it'll transmit locally, pick it up within the same...
You know, if you activate... I'm not sure how that is going to work yet. If you activate the internal hotspot, it may just do like a that DV cast radio does. It may just transmit. It may not transmit RF, but yeah, I mean, it will transmit RF because you'll be able to work regular hotspots with it. You'll be able to work repeaters with it. I used to talk on the Arlington repeater on mine all the time, on my M1 all the time.
Best APRS hotspot? Question mark? From Matthew.
The best APRS hotspot. I mean, there's a bunch of. I don't. There's a couple of places that build those to sell, but they're kind of pricey for what they are. There's a lot of plans out there about build one out of a Raspberry Pi. I mean, there's a way to build like a gateway and whatnot out of a Raspberry Pi. One of the talks I recorded at the Tapper DCC last year in 2018 was about that.
Mm-hmm. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. That was a good one.
Yeah, that might be a good episode, a good idea for an episode upcoming.
I have a question. One of the gentlemen in one of my search group is having difficulties on the new Anytone radio.
Okay.
Getting the APRS to work in the analog mode.
Yeah, there was. What specifically is he having trouble with?
I think just getting it to work.
Just getting it to beacon?
Yes, or something like that.
I
couldn't help him. I don't have one.
Right. Yeah,
But
make sure he's on the right firmware. When new firmware comes out for that radio, there's 3 pieces of firmware. Well, for the 878 Plus, there's 3 pieces. For the 878, there's 2 pieces. So there's radio firmware, there's APRS firmware, and there's Bluetooth firmware for the 878 Plus. So you have to make sure you update all the firmware in it to the latest one.
Is there a trick to do that, or you just got to go in the menu to get that to work?
You do it through the CPS. You plug it into the computer and do it through the CPS.
Okay.
You got to power the radio on with a series of buttons so it goes into programming mode, and then you got to plug it into USB and then go into the CPS and say load this firmware and shoot it in, that kind of thing. So in fact, I just did 2 videos on it. Now I didn't do the APRS firmware update or GPS firmware update. I just did the radio firmware update. But yeah, it's done the same way.
Don wants to know what is the difference between the 6400 and the 6600.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. He asked that earlier. I forgot to ask. So the 6400, it's basically there's some filtering, I think, that's in the 66 that's not the 64. The main thing that I recall is that the 66 has 4 receivers and the 64 has 2. So you get 2 receivers on the 6400, and then you get 4 receivers on the 6600. But I believe that there's some better filtering in the in the 6600 also, because it's like, they say it's like 2 6400s put together. So it's got twice the options in there for receivers and whatnot. I didn't think it was... I don't know. I kind of wish I would have opted for a 6600, but they're about twice the price of a 6400, and I don't know. I think that I don't think you're going to go wrong with either one. But if you like listening to multiple bands, and that's the 6600 is going to be a better option because you can listen to 4 bands at once. I think it'll also take. Well, with their new SmartLink software, you can have multiple operators also. You have 2 people using the radio at one time. Like I can be working 40 meters and Frank can be working 20 meters. Now only one of us can transmit at a time, and the screen will light up on our software on the computer, and it'll say, oh, he's transmitting. When he's done, I can transmit, and it'll tell him that I'm transmitting, that kind of thing. So you can effectively use one radio for 2 people on 2 different bands.
That's pretty cool.
And I think you can do that for more than 2 people on the 6600, I think. I have to double check on that. But I think the main thing I remember is that it's four band receiver instead of 2-band receiver. And the 6700, that's the old form factor, but still part of the 6000 series. It has an 8-band receiver. But that's like their most expensive one. So, but that was the main thing I remembered from it.
Couple of long posts there.
Did you see what Noel said about Fry's?
Yes. We went to Fry's last weekend.
We went to Fry's in League
Houston.
City.
Oh, League City?
Yeah, it was League City.
Just outside
there.
of NASA?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's League City. It's right near League City.
Fry's is looking kind of empty.
Yeah.
If you got a Fry's nearby and you got to buy something, please go to Fry's.
Right.
You don't need to lose it.
Right. Yeah.
It is our Mecca.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And that was the one I took the picture of the space shuttle launching, posted in the Discord channel.
Oh,
What is wrong with this picture?
Yeah, what's wrong with this picture?
And they put two more rocket engines on the wings.
Yeah.
Artistic license has gone wrong.
Right, totally. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, and the Fry's in Plano, I've been there. I work. I go by there regularly, and it is kind of dead too.
Right. Yeah, I haven't been into
your local Fry's.
I haven't been into Fry's in a long time. So.
Yep. I don't see any more questions here.
So, somebody said something a minute ago. Bob was in Boxborough. Yeah, he was telling me he was in Boxborough.
Gave a talk on the new B1.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. The only reason he asked me to go to Chattanooga because he will be in San Diego that same weekend. San Diego? Is that Pacificon? Pacificon's not in San Diego, though. I thought he told me he was going to San Diego. He has to go get that presentation in another location, so he asked me to do the one in Chattanooga. That's why I'm going out there.
Micro Center is also pretty awesome. Yes.
Yeah, Micro Center's good. Got a couple of Mauser. I've never been into a Mauser. There's a Mauser's down here in Mansfield.
Yes.
Yeah.
I drove by there years and years ago.
I haven't been in there.
The one down there is just, I think, a distribution center, and you can do a local pickup if you wanted to. Order off the website and do a local pickup.
They don't have a showroom?
Not really.
Okay.
As far as I know, it could be wrong, but from years ago,
Interesting. So.
Matthew asks, ever build a jumbo hotspot with a Pi Star?
Yeah, I mean, I put one together. You just get the Pi Zero, and the daughter board, the jumbo spot for the daughter board. I don't care for the jumbo spot really because there's a lot of fake. If you get an actual jumbo spot, then they're fine because there's a lot of these. There's a lot of these other.
That was me.
Okay. Sorry. There's a lot of these other manufacturers that are using jumbo spots to build pre-made hotspots. But there's a lot of fake jumbo spots out there, and I've heard trouble with some of those. It's like a Chinese copy of a copy, so makes any sense. But if the Zoom spot is the one I would recommend. If you want something small, Pi Zero factor, I would recommend a Zoom spot. And you can buy those in a kit and put them together yourself if you want to do that. The world was that? Was that you?
Yeah, I put the phone on silent.
Okay. But any comment on the Anytone Mobile? Frank,
what are you looking
do
for?
you see a box behind you that says Anytone on it?
I see a lot of boxes.
Yeah. Over there. A cardboard colored box that says Anytone on it?
And it's heavy?
Yeah.
This
that's
must
it.
not be it then.
Yeah, that's it. So, a like this one here. So I've been told that I don't need to do a video on this quite yet.
Not quite yet?
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to open the box.
Okay.
This is a box. This is a box. Everybody see the box? Cool, huh?
Can we read the label?
No.
No?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what it is, obviously. But
Oh.
yeah, So
It has a number of bands on here.
yeah, it's a tri-band.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
It has
that
an
was,
FCC ID number.
I believe that's what they're waiting on is approval for that, or something. They did have a couple of things with the firmware that was, it wasn't the normal operation of the radio is pretty solid from what I'm told. I got that like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't opened it yet because I've been out of town so often. I got to do that. In fact, that's one of my projects this week. I'm going to open that and do some testing on it and provide some feedback to them. They asked me to do some testing on it and provide feedback so that they could make sure that they have all the bugs worked out of the firmware prior to production launch. So I did not get that from Bridgecom, by the way. So someone else.
Steve goes, any tone, any tone.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes. You will, as soon as they give me the go ahead, you'll see a video posted on my channel about that radio. And it'll probably be more than one. I'll probably do 3 or 4 videos on that one. So, I'm told, excuse me, that stuff makes me hiccup and burp.
Whiskey in general or just this?
I
Because it could be just
think
rock.
whiskey in general. I'm told that this radio does not have a removable faceplate, which I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed about that. I'm told what Anytone is looking to do, and I haven't confirmed this yet, is they're looking to come out with a Bluetooth module that will basically be a remote head. So you can take the radio and mount it in your trunk,
Okay.
and then mount your Bluetooth module here, and it'll Bluetooth from here to the radio's already got Bluetooth
So it'll
in
be
it.
a separate module you need to buy?
Yes.
Or you can't like pair it to a phone and use an app or
You can. I don't think so. I think it'll be an actual module
I'm probably going to get in trouble.
with a. Why?
I'm just throwing stuff out there. at
Oh
random.
no, it's fine. Speculation is not a problem. I think it'll be like a faceplate with a microphone coming off of it, so you can,
Yeah.
change bands, change frequencies, and then grab your mic and talk.
That would be kind of nice. If
Wouldn't
you
that be
don't
awesome?
do-
Motorola
yeah.
has something similar to that, although I don't think theirs connects via Bluetooth. They have like a remote head that you can run like that, and I don't think they have a Bluetooth one. Hytera may have a Bluetooth one. But yeah, something like that's kind of reminiscent of the commercial stuff. But, of course, the commercial stuff's not dual band or tri-band.
So tri-band is pretty cool. Do you know it will do a DMR and analog, or it's just a DMR radio?
Oh, yeah, it'll do analog.
It will do
Yeah,
analog?
absolutely, it'll do analog, yeah. So, yeah, it'll do 220, 2 meters, 220, 440, analog and DMR.
So the only thing holding me up on that would be faceplate. I want a detachable faceplate.
Right, yeah.
I don't have anywhere to mount a radio. And use
That'd be a
that
good
just
base
as a
station,
slot.
though.
That would be a good
It'd be a
base
good
station.
base station for you. Put that in your house, and get one of these the Diamond CX 333 antennas.
I still have that
9800.
TYT 9800, the quad band. And
Yes.
I'm going to use that as my base station. Or it could be if I do get a Jeep, which I've been thinking
Yeah.
about for a long time.
Yeah.
Put it in the Jeep because that one also does CV bands.
Yes. It may not transmit.
It may not
It
transmit.
may not transmit. Yeah, they'll receive. Some of them will transmit. Some of the earlier ones will transmit, and some of the later ones would not. So it depends on. It depends on which model you got. So. Let's see. All of the commercial amps I've used work just fine. Pretty much everything on the repeater side.
Yeah, they were talking about amps being used in the Fusion radio or a Fusion repeater.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can use any amp you want to in a Fusion repeater. You can actually use any amp you want to in a DMR repeater because it has separate transmitter and receiver in a DMR repeater. You can't use any amp. You have to have a specific TDMA amp for a DMR radio because of the switching. The conventional amps don't switch fast enough. But I'm told that that's not true for a repeater. For a repeater, you can use a traditional amp.
And Joe says, "Be glad you don't live in California because they reject ham operators."
I know, yeah, there was a K6UDA did a video about that about a week ago.
I didn't see this.
Yeah, you should go watch that.
What do you mean they're rejecting ham operators?
I don't know that. I watched his video, and he talked about some history, and I didn't understand all the history behind it because I don't live in California. Why do I care? But basically the state of California or some emergency communications person in the state of California basically said, yeah, we don't really need to use ham operators anymore. Thanks anyway, to a letter that was written to him. And
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, the guys in California, the guys I know in California are pretty upset about it, which I would be too. My goodness. That's just more reason to not live in California, in my opinion. So California is a nice state if you get... Northern California was beautiful. We took a tour up there a few years ago, drove up through Northern California, and it was pretty up there. I really liked...
Northern California is beautiful. Even Southern California, it has
Napa
great
Valley's
beaches.
real pretty.
Napa Valley's awesome.
Napa Valley's
Yosemite
pretty.
National Park. They got beautiful mountains.
Yeah.
They just got the crazies.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully none of you are listening to me right now are for California, but I don't mean to talk bad about people in California. But that was a stupid ruling that was a stupid thing for them to say about not using ham operators. Anyway.
Yeah, we need to get off the political talk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Noel says there's a lot more to that story and the premise is false. Well, again, I didn't follow the story. I just watched what Bob's video. Go out there, go look for K6UDA on YouTube. He posted a video about it like a week ago, and he talks about it. And he lives in California. He lives out there. He's part of the group of hams out there who's affected. So, but apparently the person who if I understood him correctly, the person who wrote the letter is not even an elected official. It's just some person who's saying that ham operators aren't needed anymore or something like that. I don't know.
Hey, you say that, and then it's something like Ike hits or takes away all the power, and the only thing you can get off the little Costa Rica island is ham radio.
Yeah.
So it's not needed. Yeah, right.
Yeah. True. But all right. Well, it's 8:25. So, guys, thanks for watching the live stream. I'm gonna this week upcoming. I've got a normal-ish video posted tomorrow about the Tangerine SDR. You'll want to check that out if SDR, QRP, space weather, that type of thing interests you. I'll be putting more videos up from the Tapper Digital Communications Conference this week. I'm working on some more Flex Radio videos. I'm working on... I got a couple of DMR HTs I'll be doing reviews on soon. What else? I'll be at Chattanooga in 2 weeks, and then the week after that we'll be in Costa Rica, and definitely going to be doing a live stream from at least one live stream from Costa Rica, if not a couple, and then recording a bunch of video also that I'll be posting later. So that's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. After that, I've got a trip planned to go on a hike in November. I'll tell you about that later. So, yeah, for a ham radio hike.
All right.
Yeah, like a soda thing. I don't think it's an official soda, but it will be a ham radio backpacking adventure. I got that planned in November. So
fun.
Yeah, fun times. So, anyway, if you are on Patreon, thank you for your support. If you're not on Patreon, you can consider donating. I think the smallest amount I got on there right now is $2 a month. I'm going to re-enable my $1 a month. I don't remember right now. I think it was Patreon. The Patreon newsletter comes out, and I think they were the ones. Hey, try this and see how it works for you. I'm going to re-enable my one. Anyway, all Patreons are going to start. Patreon subscribers are going to start getting my newsletter that I'm going to send out starting in this month in October.
And I'm not writing them, so
No, and
they'll
you're-
be readable, legible, and
Very
very good
true.
information in it. I can
Very
write some
true.
good information, but the other 2 points are not
Yeah.
really hit.
Yeah, very true. But yeah, be doing that, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see. You know, these the Tapper videos last year that I put up, I got a lot of people thanking me for them. A lot of people enjoyed them, but comparatively speaking to other videos I put on my channel, they're not the most popular videos that are out there. They kind of speak to a more specific group of hams,
Well,
which
the
is
topics are super specific, though.
they are.
And I
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
that could be the little drawback.
Yes.
But I watched them all last
Okay,
year.
okay.
And I found them
Yeah.
extremely interesting. But
Yeah.
I love to get down to the nuts and bolts, of which a
Right.
lot of those were.
Yeah, I enjoyed. They had a little bit more obscure subjects this year than they did last year. I liked all the ones last year. There were two or three of them that were really good this year, and maybe half dozen that were I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. And then there was like one or two that were just like, I can't imagine that I would ever want to do that. But I can see how other people might like doing this subject, and that's cool. But yeah, go out there and watch those lightning talks if you don't want. Go out there and find the DCC playlist. I've got a playlist at Tapper DCC 2019. There's like 5 or 6 videos in it right now. So when you're at work tomorrow, go find that playlist, open a tab up, click play all, mute it, and minimize it. And then
Well, not
Good.
mute it. I just minimize it.
Oh.
I do a
oh,
lot
you
of-
just listen to it then.
I listen.
Okay.
I wish
okay.
there was a listen only YouTube. I'm talking to you, YouTube. I want a listen only, audio only feature. So a lot of the videos, it's like us talking, and I know y'all like to see my lovely face, but sometimes, I just want the audio, because it's just people talking with backgrounds behind them that you don't really.
Yeah,
get the
I don't think they
video
really
feed.
want to. I don't. I extract the audio
Mm-hmm.
from all of my YouTube videos, and I post them on a hosting service called Spreaker.
Uh-huh.
And Spreaker, and you can go to Spreaker.com and find my show. But Spreaker also publishes them to iTunes, SoundCloud, and what's that other one?
Google.
No. I don't remember if they're on
The
Google. Spotify, I think.
Thing.
Spotify, I think. But they're on iTunes, which is the big one, obviously.
What?
Yeah.
The thing that you launch and just eats all your memory and.
Well, I don't
you
have it on
literally
my
gotta
computer anymore.
Close the
but,
service to kill
you
it.
know, I downloaded an app on my phone called Podcast Addict the other day. If you search for podcast apps in the Android store or probably in the iOS store too, you can download audio only podcasts, and my show is in there. I mean, my show should be the audio stream from my show should be in all the major streaming services.
Yep, you're also in Google Podcasts.
I thought I was. I wasn't
I
sure.
just checked it.
But Spreaker goes out there and they post it to all these regular, commonly known podcasting services. So I think that YouTube probably wants to be in the business of video and not
Audio.
that. And if you'd rather listen to audio only, then more power to you. But that doesn't help my YouTube channel grow. If you want to help my YouTube channel grow, just
Patreon. Subscribe and then go to the Patreon.
Patreon helps me grow my YouTube channel, but Patreon doesn't help the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel algorithm consists of 3 things: how many subscribers I have, how much watch time I have, and how many views I have. So if I have a 5-minute video and I got 1,000 people who watch it for all 5 minutes, that's good. If I got 1,000 people who watch it for 2 minutes, that's not as good. If I've got 5,000 people that watch it for 2 minutes, then that's better. So it's kind of like an algorithm of all those things put together. But yeah, that's how YouTube channels grow. That's how all YouTube channels grow. So yeah, go out there and check out those lightning talks are 5-6 minutes long. I mean, you can watch them easy.
Lunch
Yeah,
break.
lunch break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, let me see. Yeah, Dawn N5SKT. If you have any more questions on the Flex, again, contact Flex because they're really good. But feel free to email me too. I'll answer what I can. I'm still learning about it, and as I learn more about it, I'll be putting up more videos about it. So I'm happy to answer what I can. Let's see. Move to the Sacramento area. Another YouTube dude, Ham. Okay. J8MS channel is gold. Jim's channel is gold. Jim. W6LG. I have to look him up. I'm not familiar with him. So,
Hit the like button. Subscribe.
right.
We crossed that
Right.
20,000 mark.
Right.
That is
Yeah.
big.
That is big.
Something to celebrate.
That is big. Yeah, I'm excited about that, and I appreciate it's because of all of you watching the live stream and on the rewatch because this will be posted later, and you'll watch this later. Some of you will. It's because of you that I'm able to make that claim now. 20,000 subscribers. So yeah, hit the like button down there. Hit the thumbs up button. There's 48 people watching right now, and there's only 13 of you that have hit the thumbs up button. So hit the thumbs up button on this video if you don't mind. And if you have suggestions for other videos you want to see, subject matters, expansions on stuff I've done, part 2, part 3 to videos I've already made,
Put them in the Discord chat.
put them in the Discord chat.
Always
Comment
watching.
comment on the video on YouTube, or just send me an email. I'm good on QRZ. So, all right, guys. Everyone have a good night. We'll see what the weather does tonight. So, thanks for watching, and hopefully 2 weeks. Hopefully we'll be back live stream 2 weeks from tonight.
Yep.
So yeah. Hamradio2.com/live stream will be updated as soon as I know for sure. But yeah, that's where we'll be. So I got to figure out. So I don't want to do another just general Q&A. I need to figure out a subject we'll talk about next time. So 73 to everyone.
Take it easy, and wherever you're going, get there safe. And have
Yes.
a blast on the air.
Yeah, exactly. So thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.